Welcome back to the Hoopers Paradise podcast, where you get real thoughts and opinions from fans who love the game. CP, we had a good one tonight.
Yes, sir, man. The Raptors look good tonight, man.
Yeah, another Raptors reaction video. We had Raptors versus Denver Nuggets. Potential MVP on that Denver Nuggets team. Raptors win 127 to 115.
We were swarming Jokic, and he was still able to go off for 26, 10, and 7. A 9 for 13 shooting. But what was interesting about it was he didn't get off any threes tonight. He normally gives you about two threes a game.
Yeah, Jokic is a unique talent.
Yeah, for sure.
Um, because he plays at such a unique pace. Um, I don't know how you guard a point center who's also playing at a slow pace. Um, who's always just a threat. But Raptors found a way to still slow it down in ways. Even though he had a huge game, it was still slowed down in ways.
Yeah, because he was swarmed, so he's forced to think two and three times before he makes a decision. Normally, when it's just one on one, his IQ or his high is gonna be higher, and he's able to see over the defense for his ability to pass the ball and that type of stuff. And he was just with the length of the Raptors being swarmed like that with all those hands and those type of things you're seeing, probably seeing like 6, 7 defenders he thinks is on him. So
You
it's
know
just
what?
it's a little tougher to make those swing passes where he makes it and it goes past people's heads and those type of things. Just a little more difficult to do those things.
And these are the games because I know it's something that you always bring up. These are the games that show us that like the 6'8" experiment works, and
Yeah,
we
it's
don't need
working.
to go out there and chase like that big 7 footer to guard these like specific type bigs in the league because we just played arguably, if not the best big, in some people's eyes, the second best big in the league. And even though he went off, we found a way to pull out a big win on the road.
Yeah, Raptors definitely have the ability with everybody on the court is 6'8", 6'9", 6'7", 7 foot wingspan. They have the ability to overhelp and recover. And I think that's what people underestimate. Like when you're 6'2", you got to be a little bit closer to your guy at the 3 point line. Whereas the Raptors, they could take another two steps in and dig down, where it creates all those hands and the swarming. Man, it's that must be a nightmare to play against.
Man, I'm looking at this lineup right now. We got
Yeah.
Delano at the one. We got Scottie Barnes, Chris Boucher, Pascal Siakam, and Kem Birch.
And it's like having a point guard, even like Delano and Scotty, you can say too, even Pascal, having those guys defending at the point of attack. It's tough on those guards to try and be able to see over them to make a play, man. Raptors look good defensively, and I mean, you can't tell me, despite they're not offensively where they should be. They're built to win a championship. How do you win championships? Defense, right?
And it's cool to see them score 127 points. Like
Yeah,
this
yeah.
is a high scoring game. I know
Without
Denver
Fred
doesn't
Van
play
Vliet,
much defense, but still,
missing Fred Van Vliet, and you put up those type of numbers.
that's pretty
You can't
impressive.
you can't complain, man. Yeah. We had a lot of good ball movement. We had a lot of energy on the like Raptor that led to a lot of second chance points for the Raptors. I think they won the second offensive glass. They had 23-9. That's crazy.
Yeah,
And
man,
off of those 23 offensive rebounds, you get 30 points
that's pretty impressive.
with and then so that's why I just want people to kill that narrative about we don't need a center. They're arguably bigger than we are. They threw out they your starting center is Jokic and your backup is DeMarcus.
Yeah,
That's big. That's a big
those are two
yeah.
big 7 footers and like heavy guys who can move.
And we just swarm them with length and athleticism. And Raptors are relentless. Marshawn Brooks said, "You said you keep coming." Is it Marshawn Brooks? Marshawn Lynch? Sorry, you keep
Yeah,
coming and you keep coming and you keep coming, right? Running in the guy's face. It's the same thing to Raptors, man. All those hands, all the help, all the communication. And look, it was beautiful basketball tonight on the defensive side,
hey man, and we're seeing like certain guys kind of grow up before our eyes.
for sure.
Precious Achua has been great.
Yeah,
We just throw somebody into the starting lineup who we just signed. Fits in like beautifully.
that's a credit
Um,
to Nick Nurse, though, right? With it being
yeah,
able to
man.
create a plug and play system where you could literally bring in guys off the street and still make them look like productive NBA players. It's crazy.
And it's facts. And everybody always talks about what we have to do on the defensive end and what are we going to do with these bigs. But what are the bigs going to do with Pascal? What are the bigs going to do with Scottie Barnes? What are the bigs going to do with Precious, who are in this 5 out spread out offense? Look at this. The floor is spread, all 5 guys out. When you attack the rim, there's no rim protector, and especially with the defensive 3 seconds in the key in the league,
They can't, man.
it makes it really tough to guard us. It puts you in a lot of one-on-one play. Guys switching on defense will just put you in even more mismatches with us.
All 5 guys on the court for the Raptors can pass, shoot, and dribble. It's so you got a bunch of 6'8", 6'9", 6'7" guys on the court that can all pass, shoot, play make, create for one another, in addition to play defense, two-way players. That's tough to beat, man.
It's a
That's
hooper's
tough.
dream.
Yeah, I see Raptors figured out the formula. Now you just gotta add some experience to it. This is the first year them trying this.
Yeah.
You just got to add some experience to this and add a couple more guys that fit, that will give you some more consistent production on the back end of the bench. And boy, you have yourself a 50-win team for the next 10 years.
Yeah, and we keep getting these big wins because, like I keep reminding people, like we're trying to avoid the play-in. I think the Cavs are in a very vulnerable spot right now with Jared Allen out indefinitely.
Yeah.
And they've been losing some games, and they still have a tough schedule coming up. So if they keep dropping and we keep winning games, and try to escape a possible Brooklyn run, and
Yeah.
get into that 6 seed where we don't have to be in a playing game, that's even more beautiful.
It's just important for me, for my casual fans, to see that like we could lose to Brooklyn and Detroit, and then the next week come out and beat the two of the best teams in the NBA. It just shows what a roller coaster the NBA is, and just to like when you're with a team, just stick with them, keep the constructive criticism, keep the negative comments down, because every game is different, and that just showed tonight. I love the effort, I love the energy. I'm a big believer in this experiment, Jamar. I
Yeah,
like what I
I know
see.
you high on this experiment.
Yeah, I
You
like
high
what I
on it.
see. I like what I see for sure.
So bronze, we got to give out some stars for the night, man. Who's your
Yeah, for
bronze
sure.
star? Ooh, look at the lob. That's
I lie.
beautiful.
My bronze, to be honest with you, my bronze, I'm gonna have to go with Chris Boucher, man. Off the bench, he gives you 21 points, 13 rebounds, 8 for 15 from the field. I would have liked it. He went 1 for 5 from three. I would have liked to see a couple more of those go in, but I'm okay because he's giving you 4 blocks without the fouls.
And yo, he got those 4 blocks damn near in the first half.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He kind of kept the Raptors towards the end of the first half. There, kind of beginning of the third quarter. Like you saw, like the second night of the back to back, them in Denver, higher altitude, their legs starting to go a little bit. You saw that,
Yep.
and his spark and energy off the bench, I felt like kind of kept them afloat until we kind of get our second win, I guess.
Yeah, plus
Yeah.
15 tonight.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. He played a great game, great floor game, under control. No, there's nothing really that I can pinpoint and be like, that's a bad shot, bad play, a missed defensive assignment. No, he was on time, on target today, boy. I can't
And then
complain.
another reminder that he's doing that against arguably the best big man in the league.
Yeah, yeah. I think, yeah. Just quickly, I think the adjustment of Precious starting tonight with the way he's been playing adds a different element to the starting five, to be honest
Yeah.
with you.
It forces Jokic to have to come out and defend and
And guard,
guard.
for sure. For sure, because he gives you 15 and 4 in 20 minutes. But that's our honorable mention, but we're getting ahead of ourselves. We're
Oh
getting
no,
ahead of
that's
ourselves.
didn't you say that's your bronze?
No, no, Chris Boucher, my bronze.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. So
Yeah.
who you going
Precious
with
was the
silver?
honorable
I
mention.
always save honorable mention for last, man.
Yeah, 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 yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, for
just
sure.
to give him a quick little shout out just for the culture.
My silver, my silver man, I'm gonna go with Pascal.
Oh, Pascal
33,
gets the
5 and
silver.
7. Yeah, Pascal gets the silver.
Oh wow.
Pascal gets
Okay.
the silver,
Silver. Your silver had 33, 5, 7, and 2 steals tonight while shooting above 50%.
That should tell you how good my gold was. That should tell you how good my gold was, man. But yeah, Pascal played a game that I expect from Pascal. I mean, with Fred out, he took on a little bit more of a load. The facilitating is there, the rebounding is there, the defense is there. It just sometimes night to night, the scoring kind of wanders with Pascal, right? So it's nice to see him give you 33, shoot 33 points, shoot above 50% from the field. That's a good game from him. That's a really good game from him.
Yeah, I got nothing bad to say about Pascal tonight.
No,
Just more positives to say about him, that his leadership is really showing.
yeah, for sure.
He's communicating, he's talking like crazy on the basketball court right now. And I always say basketball is a very social sport. If you can't talk, you can't play.
For
Better sports
sure.
for you is tennis,
For sure.
golf. Uh,
You by
but
yourself.
yeah, if you finna hoop, man, you gotta. It's a very social sport. You got to be a social butterfly, and you got to be constant communication. And
100%.
Pascal has been our communicating leader by far. You can hear it through the TV. I actually witnessed this man get an and one today and scream it all the way into the commercial. I swear I was still hearing him scream and one through the commercial break. Like it was like insane, but he's bringing that energy every single night right now.
That they don't people don't understand how hard that is to do on an 82 game schedule. That's such a grind to every single night. If you sit down and listen to Kevin Garnett, he talks about that, like someone who brought the energy every night. That's
Yeah.
hard to do, man. And to see Pascal now do that and apply, and the basketball gamers as well there to back it up. You can't. I don't see. I don't want to see no more Pascal slander, man. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to
You're
see
gonna
none of
see it
that.
regardless, man. You live in the screw face capital.
That's facts,
Yeah,
boy.
you finna see that joint regardless, right?
That's
Like we
facts,
we
boy.
passionate fans, and as passionate fans, sometimes we make some silly mistakes and say some silly things, right? And to credit passionate fans and us saying some silly things and having some silly opinions right now, I'm assuming your gold star is somebody that a lot of fans had a lot of hate towards when we picked him up.
Man, with 2 rebounds away from a triple double, my gold medal for tonight is Scottie Barnes. In 39 minutes, he gave you 25 points, 8 rebounds, 10 assists, 50% from the 3-point line. I mean, just plus 20. Oh, hold on. What was it? Yeah. He plus 15. I
Yep.
mean, just talk about a game and from a rookie too. This is our rookie, man.
And
Let us
he ain't
admit it
playing
play.
like one. I can tell you that.
Hey man, this kid's ceiling is off the charts. I can't wait. I can't wait to see what he adds to his game. Like it's hard to look into the future, because you want to stay in the moment. But he gets me excited at 20 years old, 21 years old. Him and Delano, these kids get me excited, man.
At this point, I'm starting because this is something that you've constantly said. We're looking at someone who could possibly be a top 10 player in the world and in this league at some point in time.
Yeah, for sure.
Um,
Without a shadow of a doubt, for sure. If he
and
continues on his trajectory, for sure.
and we're gonna just put it on record that if he's not the rookie of the year right now, who is?
Yeah, if he doesn't win Rookie of the Year, I mean, the bias is obvious. We know it's there, but if he doesn't win Rookie of the Year, the bias is obvious towards Toronto because the way he's impacting winning. I mean, you could every. I don't want people to get it twisted. Like everything you could say for Scottie Barnes, you could also say that for Evan Mobley.
Yes, that's what I was gonna say. That's the name, and then I guess because he's just putting up the numbers, you got to throw Kay Cunningham in there just because
For sure. Yeah.
he's really putting up some big time numbers in Detroit on a daily basis right now.
I think for the first time in a while, the NBA is going to honor winning when it comes to Rookie of the Year.
Oh, they have to because like it's like he's affecting winning with numbers.
Yeah.
Like this is a crazy game. We're talking about 25, 8, and 10 on 55% shooting. Like
While taking and making big shots. I watched at the end of the shot clock there to close out the game. He took was it Jeff Green off the dribble,
man,
body up in the
you got a
post,
former
finish.
all-star on our team, right? Pascal Siakam. He played more minutes than him tonight.
Yeah, he's waving Pascal off when he's coming for the ball. That's what I like to see. I change that maybe sooner than later if this type of play continues. That does this make OG expendable? Man, stuff we got to talk about in our next show.
Hey, 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 hey,
Stuff we
hey.
got to talk about in
I'm
our
just
next show,
saying,
Jamar.
like, I love OG, but I'm just saying, I'd said this to you guys a couple months ago, and y'all looked at me like I was crazy. Like, Jamar, no, we can't. OG, no, Jamar, we can't trade OG. And now it's like, is this make OG expendable? I told you this a
Is it
couple
not?
months ago. OG's expendable.
Nah, Jamar. I still don't think he's expendable just yet. I still don't think Barnes is ready yet. He's still not consistent enough.
And OG is.
Yeah, OG is. Yeah, yeah. He's giving you. What was he giving you this year? 19 a game, 18 a game.
All right, let pull up OG's numbers
Yeah,
just for the culture.
he's giving you 18 or 19 a game.
Okay.
You can't complain
Yeah,
about that. He's
give
giving
me the splits.
17,
I want to hear
5,
everything.
17, 5, and 3.
17, 5, and 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
On 43% from the field, 35% from 3-point shooting line. Plus he's giving you 2 steals.
All right. We got Scottie over here giving us 15, 8, and 3.
In his rookie year.
1.2
That's
steals per
crazy, right?
game, 48% from the field, 49% basically, and 31 from 3.
He's really good. He's really good.
So I'm
He's
talking about
really good.
consistency. What you talking about?
He's really good. He's really good, but he's still not consistent enough to carry the workload OG does. I don't think
I'm
so. He's not as good. He's not as good defensively.
fair.
Not
Okay.
yet. Not yet.
That's a nice goal star though. I'm just happy you got the goal
Yeah.
star tonight.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, you could have went with Pascal, or you could even went with Boucher, to be honest, as the goal
Yeah,
star,
like
because
it was
his
it was a
impact,
good that's a
his
big 3
energy,
right
yeah,
there tonight.
they played really well. They carried us to this win.
Okay,
We
so
needed every one of it without Fred.
who's the honorable mention that we got to drop their name just because?
Yeah, we said it a little earlier, but I have to go with Precious Achua, man. Like I seen on the broadcast there since the All-Star break, he's been averaging 13 and 7.
Tough.
And it's like if you're consistently getting 13 and 7 off the bench, starting now, right? Because of injury, but off the bench with in 20 odd minutes from a 21-year-old, 22-year-old that is yet to even scratch the surface of their potential.
Yep.
Remember, we had this conversation, I think it was off camera, where we were talking about is Precious better than Pascal at 21?
Yeah, and it's a good conversation. Raptors allowing the development to happen, the mistakes to happen, allowing him to play through it, allowing him to expand his game.
Yep.
They're reaping the benefits of it after All-Star break right now, right? Because now he's got those jitters out of him. He's stepping out, he's shooting that 3 more confidently, right?
Mhm.
In Miami, I think it was it Goran Dragic early here talked
Yeah.
about how it was very limited in Miami. They just had him as a hustle guy,
Yeah.
screen, pick, and roll, where we allowed him to expand his game and allow him to try different things here. And he was seeing how much more he can do that he had no clue.
A lot of these guys, the old Nick Nurse, like some of their money or like something, man, because a lot of these guys wouldn't be getting the opportunity around the league that they're getting here. And
Man,
it's nice to see them taking advantage of their opportunity. When guys leave the Raptors organization, they go to other organizations and are productive basketball players because they're two-way guys that the Raptors draft that could fit in anywhere. It's beautiful to see, man. It's beautiful to see. The Raptors tree is growing. It's beautiful to see, man. We're creating history, we're creating legacy. It's good to see, it's good to be a fan and expect winning. There was a point in time when it was bad, man, and just to see the positivity coming from the fans about the young players, even when they do make mistakes or they don't look the best, it's good. It's good to see. It's great to be a Raptors fan right now, man, to be honest with you.
at all times, man. Like, and just because I always like to highlight it before we wrap up.
Yeah, for sure.
Whenever we talk about the young guys, shout out Rexdale,
Yeah.
shout out the West End.
Hey, yo, that kid's been balling.
He's hooping. Shout out to Rexdale. Shout out to West End.
And I keep saying, like, he fits more into what the Raptors want to do than Malachi Flynn, even though arguably Malachi Flynn is the better basketball player.
Yeah.
Man, it's tough,
Hey,
it's tough,
you know you ain't
but
gotta fight me on that one.
yeah.
You know I'm Delano till I'm a Delano man till I die, baby. Like
Yeah, he
you ain't gotta
controlling the
fight with me
second
on that
unit,
one.
controlling the second unit. I can't complain about that, man. Good. Listen,
But
his game, the stats don't say his game.
yeah, this was a
For
big
sure.
one.
For sure.
Like
For sure.
it keeps us 2.5 games ahead of Brooklyn. Um, keeps us going up in the standings. Cavs took another loss tonight. Raptors get a big one on a top. I think the Denver's a 6 seed in the West, I think, right now. But
Yeah, something like that.
they got an MVP candidate who's playing good ball. Raptors walking there into Denver and get a win, man.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful.
Yes, sir.
You know it's always fun, man.
It's a pleasure, Jamar. I love it.
It's always a pleasure, man. Shout out to people. Make sure you're checking in with yourselves, checking with your
Sure.
people. CP, you good?
I'm good, man. I'm good,
Oh
Jamar. I can never
man.
complain, man. I'm good.
All right, man. Tell the people we out. What
Right.
do they got to do actually, man?
Check the bottom of the ticker. We on Twitter, Instagram, Apple, YouTube, Google. Talk to him, Jamar, baby. We
Yeah, we
everywhere, man.
everywhere, baby.
We everywhere, man.
Hey, anywhere where there's media right now, we here.
Hey, keep your eye out for Hooper's Paradise. We
Yes,
coming, baby.
sir. All right, man. Love, brother.
My brother, we out.